You've built yourself a team of AI tools. Claude for writing and thinking, ChatGPT when you want a second opinion. Maybe you're using Gemini for research. You've got the roster, but does it feel like a team or does it feel like a bunch of divas? They won't talk to each other. They're all standing around waiting on you personally to show up, to brief them on what's going on, and then you tell them exactly what to do. Because to be honest with you, that is what's going on. And it's not a prompting problem, it's a structural one. Here's what I mean. You spend an hour in one tool working through a marketing strategy for a new listing. You make decisions, you land on an approach, you close the tab. An hour later, you open a different tool to draft some social posts, but it has no idea what just happened. You have to explain yourself all over again. Then you jump into another tool to research something about the neighborhood. Blank slate, start over. You're not the manager of your AI team. You're the intern running between offices delivering messages. Every piece of context, every decision, every piece of work that happens somewhere else travels through you, manually, every time. That's the connected tissue problem, and it's the thing nobody talks about when they tell you to use more AI tools. Every tool you're using operates inside its own session. When you open a chat, it only knows what's in that conversation. When you close it, nothing saves, and critically, nothing transfers. One tool doesn't know what you figured out in a different tool last Tuesday. None of them know what decisions you made yesterday. Each one is an island. So you become the bridge. You carry the context from window to window, tool to tool, session to session. And it works, sort of, but it's exhausting and it doesn't scale. The more tools you add and the more complex your work gets, the more time you spend being the messenger instead of doing the actual work. What you actually need is a place where your team can leave notes for each other. One shared room, one source of truth that any tool can read from and write to. So you stop being the only one who knows what's going on. And it's not a complicated concept. It's basically what a staff meeting does. Instead of briefing each person individually, you get everyone in the same room, you say it once, and everyone leaves knowing what's going on. The document in the middle of that table is what makes it work. Everyone can see it. Everyone can add to it. Nobody has to go ask what you decided. That's the shift. Stop being the messenger. Give your team a room. Here's the practical step you can take today. Connect Claude to your Notion workspace. Go to Claude settings, then connectors, and connect Notion. It takes about 2 minutes. Once that connection is live, jump back over to Claude and ask Claude to create a page in Notion called My Business Context. You signing in and signing up for Notion may be the last time you ever have to step foot in Notion. Claude does the work. Once you're connected, once Claude's built you the business context page, ask Claude to interview you about your business and write the answers into that Notion page. Now you have something, a document that lives outside of any single AI tool, a home base. When you come back tomorrow and open Claude, it can read that page before you type a single word. The context is already there. You didn't have to carry it. And when you do work in Claude and land on something important, a decision, a direction, a strategy that's working, Claude can write it back to Notion. That information is now there the next time you sit down, regardless of which tool you open. Your team starts leaving each other notes. The islands get connected. Now, building this out fully so that it actually functions as a real system rather than just one document, it takes some setup. If you want to do that on your own, everything I just described is your starting point. The connector is free, Notion's free plan is enough, and Claude can build the structure for you once you're connected. But if that feels like more than you're wanting to figure out solo, that's exactly what AgentMind is. It's a live 2-hour training on July 1st where we build the whole thing together. And I'm coming to the class with ready-made templates for you. You leave with your workspace set up, your context document written, and Claude connected and reading it everywhere. Everything working, not just explaining. Register at agentmind.ai/register. The link will be in the description. Either way, the move is the same. Give your AI tools a shared room. Stop being the messenger. Let them actually work as a team. If this was useful, subscribe. I put down one of these every week. Real workflows, not theory.